Welcome to the channel. Today I want to tell you about the movie, FreeGuy. Watch out for spoilers. We find ourselves in Free City. The main character tells us that the guys in the sunglasses are the coolest and the law doesn't apply to them. In fact, this is an online computer game, but the protagonist is an NPC who does not realize it. The main character's name is Guy. He is an ordinary clerk working in a bank. Strange things happen around, but Guy is not surprised and he happily goes to work. Robbers break into the bank, but that doesn't surprise Guy either, and he discusses with the officer that he can't find the girl. The character Millie Rusk searches for secret files in the game. Guy meets Millie on the street and says it's his favorite song, but Millie doesn't care. Guy meets the very girl of his dreams and wants to talk to her, but she is wearing dark glasses, and people like that don't talk to them. Guy tries to catch up with Millie, but he gets run over by a train. We are shown real life and real Millie. Guy wakes up again and starts the day as before, but at the cafe he suddenly decides to get a different drink, not the one he is programmed to take. Everyone looks at him warily and he says it's just a joke. The robber player breaks into the bank again and Guy sees Millie outside. He decides he needs dark glasses too and tries to take them from the robber. He takes the glasses and accidentally kills the player. Guy puts on the glasses and everything around him changes, holograms and the game interface appear. He touches the medicine cabinet and is completely healed. Now he's not just a simple NPC, but a tough guy in dark glasses. In the office, developer Walter tells colleague Mouser that one player has been killed by a non-player character, which is impossible. Guy continues to explore a new world. Walter and Mouser, with their cop and rabbit skins, find Guy. They demand that he change his skin, because such a skin is forbidden. He does not understand them and they start shooting. Guy hides and activates his sneakers with a super jump. The developers use God mode to catch up with Guy. Guy tries to jump on the balloon but misses, luckily falling very softly, but he does get hit by the developers. Walter doesn't understand what the player is and why there are no stats, but Mouser tells him not to bother. Walter co-hosts an interview with Millie about his new game. Walter returns home. Millie says that the head of the company stole the code for their joint game and used it for his new shooter. She found evidence and needs Walter's help, but he turns her down. Guy once again wakes up and says that today will be different. Millie finds a place to hide the source code of her game. Guy is there and he tries to explain, but they get shot. Millie activates the portal and they are transported to the port. Guy offers to help her with the mission, but his level is too small compared to Millie's. She is surprised by Guy's innocence and tells her how to raise her level. It is now up to Guy to raise his level to at least 100. Guy tries to do good deeds by saving NPC. The news tells of a mysterious player who raises the level by doing good deeds. Guy finally reaches the right level. Guy tells a friend officer about the girl and that he is now a hero with glasses too. A player breaks into the bank, but Guy continues his dialogue. Guy says things can be changed and offers to put his friend's glasses on, but he can't. Walter messages Millie about finding a stash of data and she can't do it alone. Walter says she has 5 minutes to find the information. Millie takes the data, but the alarm goes off. A firefight breaks out and Guy rushes in to save Millie. More enemies show up and a fight breaks out. Guy enjoys watching Millie. An epic battle ensues and Guy and Millie fly out of the cone on a motorcycle and away. The studio director comes to the office and says that the player in the blue shirt is very popular and his skin should be transferred to the game's sequel. Walter tries to explain that it's better to create the original game, but the head disagrees. Millie and Guy arrive at his luxury base. Millie begins to suspect that Guy is an agent sent by the game company, but doubts that this is true. They come to the park and have a nice time. Walter realizes that Guy is not a player. Millie talks about her childhood and Guy says he wants to kiss her. Millie is very embarrassed and they kiss. Walter comes to Millie and tells her that their code works and the guy in the blue shirt is not a player, but an artificial intelligence that thinks he's alive. Millie tells her that she was finally kissed by a normal guy who turns out not to be real, but she fell in love with him. It turns out that the new part of the game is not a sequel, but a complete replacement, which will delete the first part with the code, so you need to find the code in the game, with Guy's help. Millie brings Guy to the game spawn and tells him that it's all a video game and he's not real. He's not even a game character but a pathetic NPC. Millie says that soon the game will shut down and everything will be gone, but Guy is desperate. Everything has lost its meaning for him. Guy goes to his friend the officer. The friend says it doesn't matter if he has it or not, the important thing is that the feelings are real. Guy asks for his friend's help in getting information for Millie. The player is a fan of the guy in the blue shirt and lets him take whatever he wants. Millie is very surprised that Guy was able to get the information. The director is furious with the guy in the blue shirt, because everyone is a fan of him and doesn't pre-order the new part of the game. Walter says you can't just get rid of him, because he's not a player but an NPC. Mouser suggests doing a game rollback. Walter says you can't kill the first artificial intelligence, but the director doesn't care. Millie and Guy watch a clip of the evidence, but the game reboots and everything freezes and then disappears. Guy wakes up again and begins his normal day. Millie tries to talk to Guy and find out about the place he knows about, but he doesn't remember anything. Walter says his intelligence is not wiped out and remains on the servers. Walter says that Guy's intelligence began to develop thanks to Millie when he saw her and fell in love. Millie kidnaps Guy from the bank and tries to make him remember everything and then kisses him, which brings back Guy's memories. He shows the place he saw in the reflection. Millie's original game isn't erased yet, she just can't be seen and needs to get beyond the edge of the game map. Guy gathers all the NPCs and tells them that you can live differently and you can change everything, so you need to get across the border, into a world where they are free. The players can't find the NPC, which causes discontent. The director of the company demands to get rid of Millie in the game, but all the NPC have stopped obeying. So he demands to turn off player respawns, which will cause discontent, but will help get rid of Millie. The game world starts to collapse and Mouser tries to stop Millie and Guy. Walter helps them get out and they succeed. The director realizes that Millie and Guy want to get to the source code of the game. The director says that their game would not be successful without him and offers to be with him, but Walter refuses and builds a bridge for Millie and Guy. The director orders absolutely all players to be banned. Millie disappears, saying that all hope lies with Guy. Guy is attacked by a drugged-up copy, which was launched on the director's orders to stop Guy. Guy's friend arrives to help him, but also gets hit by the jock. Everyone on the internet is watching Guy's fight in his shirt. The jock prepares to deliver a lethal blow, but delivers a powerful punch in response. Guy activates his lightsaber and attacks the jock. Guy almost loses, but a friend throws him glasses and he puts them on the jock. The jock is now happy with what he sees. Walter sees the director going into the server room and informs Millie. The director is going to destroy the server with the game. The game disappears and Guy and his friend try to get to the end. The friend can't make it any further and says goodbye to Guy and then disappears. The director continues to destroy the servers, but Guy manages to make it out of the game. The original game becomes visible to everyone. The director threatens to destroy the last server. Millie gives him the right to the source code, but asks for the rest of the world in return, which suits the director. The director's new game is not a success, and Walter and Millie's game gains in popularity. The new game is completely non-violent and full of happiness. Millie has to live in her world and Guy in his, and he loves her very much. He is all but a declaration of love from the man who lives next to her. Millie watches Walter's confession and runs to him. Guy meets his best friend again. This is where the movie ends. FreeGuy. An interesting movie about how artificial intelligence was able to realize itself in a video game. Thanks for watching and good luck.